Hi, I'm Dr. Leif Smith. You ever wonder what goes on behind closed doors in a therapy session? Well, I want to reveal that to you. I want to talk today about three things that determine the difference between life-changing, transformative therapy and ineffective, I tried it out therapy. So stay with me. If you got 5 minutes, sit down, grab a coffee, and let's talk about what goes on behind closed doors. So therapy, if used effectively, can change your life. Spending time talking to someone who's experienced and who can help you work through your issues, your past, your trauma, whatever it is, it can change your life if done correctly. That being said, I know a lot of people who have had therapy and it doesn't work for them. Why doesn't it work? Well, probably because it doesn't have these three elements that I'm going to talk about today. So let's just jump right in. So the first thing to understand about therapy is that it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to happen. You need to put in the time and the energy. It's so important for you to have that perspective because that's really part of what determines whether your therapy is going to work or not. When you go to the gym, for instance, I'm gonna guess that you don't expect to get huge gains in a month. If you do, you need to go back and read about how the body works and how the body changes because it doesn't change that quickly. When you go and you work out, you go and you work out 2-3 times a week. You go for a month. Then you go for another month. And nobody sends any bells or whistles or nobody, puts up any parades for you because it's slow and steady. It's boring. But what happens is over time, your body slowly transforms. Your mental game slowly transforms and you start feeling better. You start acting differently. People start noticing how you carry yourself differently because now you are feeling stronger, you're feeling healthier. Look at therapy that way. It's so crucial that you look at it as a long-term part of your life. In the big picture, it's not going to be that big of a part of your life. You can transform your life in as little as 6 months to a year. I'm telling you that as someone who's had over 30,000 sessions with clients. You can transform your life 6 months to a year. But you've got to have the right perspective. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to be dirty sometimes. You're not going to feel good when you leave the therapy session. You're not going to like your therapist's comments time to time. You're going to have moments where you doubt whether this is truly going to help you. But if you do it right and you commit to the 6 months to a year, at least at a minimum, depending. I don't know your history, so it might be different. You might need a little more time doing it. You might need to meet more often. But one of the secret ingredients behind closed doors is the perspective that I'm in this for the long haul. Now, another important thing to understand behind closed doors, and this is another element that makes therapy so profound, is that you need to realize you will change. Your reality will change over time, and you will have a completely different reality. This is one of the things I talk about in the first 2 sessions with my clients. Actually, it comes out as a warning. I warn my clients, be careful, because if you're committed to this process, your life is going to change. And they kind of shrug it off and they say, okay, that's great. I want it to change. Well, are you ready for that? Are you ready for the fact that your thinking is going to change? You're never going to go back to the old way if you do it right. You're never going to go back to your self-defeating thoughts, your catastrophizing, your perfectionism. That's going to change. And so when that changes, you're going to feel differently on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. As a result of that, your behaviors are going to change. Your habits are going to change. Who you hang out with is going to change. You are going to lose some friends in this process. You are going to gain some new acquaintances and some new friends, maybe some new mentors. But your social circle is going to change. Are you ready for that? Last thing you need to keep in mind is an important one too. The office is where the work starts, okay? But the work is really done when you leave. When you go out that door, when you go out and you start interacting with the world, that's when the changes start taking effect. That's when everything starts changing in your life. So don't expect it to all happen in that 45 minutes to 50-minute hour that you spend with your therapist. The change occurs later. When you are in there with your therapist, you're going to start thinking a little bit differently. You're going to look at a past event, for instance, differently. You're going to change some thoughts. You're going to change some schemas. You're going to redefine who you are. You're going to adjust your self-talk. You're going to re-script the narrative of your life. And you're going to do all that in 45 minutes to an hour. And then you're going to leave, and you're going to go out, and you're going to be different. And you're going to do an experiment. You're going to try this stuff on. You're going to try this new thinking on. You're going to try these new behaviors out. You're going to make adjustments in your social interactions with the world. So the work starts here, and then it continues when you leave. Very important to keep that in mind. It's a continual process with my clients. We come, we get an agenda, we work on some stuff, we stir it up, and then we go out in the world, do some experiments, get some data, gather some information, come back, make the adjustment. I hope these 3 facts about therapy, about what happens behind closed doors with a therapist and with the process of doing life-changing therapy, I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, leave a comment below and hit that subscribe button.